All right. So, assignment 3 on video and written. The written bio doesn't have to be as in depth as the video bio. Tell me who you are, what's your story, why did you choose this class, what do you expect to get out of it, if you had to put your life in a movie or play, what would be the 6 elements of drama. Be as dramatic as you like, pull me in, answer these questions in monologue form, and please submit as a YouTube unlisted video. Okay, so let's get the obvious stuff out of the way, shall we? I am Roger Dumas Jr. I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, and who am I? I'm a lover. I am a father. I am a sensitive person. I am not a fighter unless you push me, so let's not go there. Anyway, um, what else can I say about myself? I'm a big guy. I like to eat. So I guess in that regard, food is life. Um, Not just the, keep you living, but like food is literally life. Like I love to try new things. I will try anything at least once. And if I don't like it, I will never try it again. So there's that. Um, so what is my story? Well, the honest to God's truth is my story is still being written. Every day is a new chapter. That's my father watching the football game. Um, anyway, I'm sorry. Um, again, my story is still being written. Every day is a new chapter. However, the stuff that has been written so far in the past 31, almost 32 years, it's an interesting story. Love, loss, uh, friendship, and again, I'm just a naturally loving person. So my story is full of friendship. It's full of me trying to always be the hero because I have this natural ability to want to help people solve their problems, sometimes at the expense of my own problems. But that's a part of who I am, and that's a part of what I'm working on. Shout out to my fiance because she is a big part of helping me work through some of the things in my story that I have honestly tried to neglect for quite some time. But um, she loves me enough to, set me on the right path and either help me deal with it or push me along and force me to deal with it myself if it's not something that she can help with. So I love her very much for that. And yeah. So, why did I take this class? Or why did I choose this class? I chose this class because, number one, drama is life. I am a lover of the arts, specifically the theater and the stage. Um, my love began in junior high school, and it has only grown since then. Um, but outside of my extensive experience with drama, I chose this class because even though I get great joy out of being on stage, being in character, and performing for an audience, I know that there's more to it, or there can be more to it than just that. So ultimately, I chose this class because I want to gain a better understanding of how I can use my love for the arts and my skills on the stage to glorify God and to make sure He gets what He is due from my gifts. So I'm at a place now where I'm ready and willing to learn that it is not just about me and it is not just about um, the feeling that others get when they see me on the stage. Because at the end of the day, if I do it right, if I do it the way that it's supposed to be done, they won't see me, they will see God in me. So that's why I'm here. That's why I chose this class, which ultimately answers the next question. What do you expect to get out of the class? I expect to have a better understanding and a deeper knowledge of how I can use what I already have and use the things that I'm going to gain from this class to give God the glory and the honor and praise that He is due. So that's it in a nutshell. If I had to put my life in a movie or play, what would be the six elements of drama? First and foremost, you have to know what the six elements of drama are, right? So, the first element of drama is the plot, second being the character, the third is the thought, the fourth is the diction, the fifth is the music, and the sixth is the spectacle. So, if my life were in a play or a movie, the first element of my life, what would be the plot? Well, ultimately, I think the plot for my life would be a guy who is literally just trying to find his way through so many aspects of life that people struggle with, love, acceptance, and the obstacles that come with that, rejection, um, navigating parenthood, navigating relationships, learning how to build better relationships. And I don't just mean relationships with significant others, but relationships with just people in general. Everybody doesn't like everybody. And it was always a hard pill for me to swallow growing up because I literally had this thought that everybody was just supposed to love everybody and everybody was supposed to get along. And life obviously shows itself in a lot of different ways as you grow up. You learn things like everybody ain't for everybody. So, but that's okay. You learn how to, you learn that and then you learn how to deal with it and then you move on. So, ultimately, that would be the plot of my life: learning how to deal with obstacles of life and then being able to continue to move forward with that life. Character. Who would be the character, or what would the character be? Um, let's flip that a little bit because there's only one me. There's only one me in the world. Not to sound conceited or nothing like that, but um, instead of talking about the character, let's talk about who we would get to play the character. Uh, Me myself in recent years, I've become very fond of Idris Elba. Um, so if I had to pick anybody to play me in my life, it would probably be Idris Elba. Denzel Washington would be a very close second, although he's a little bit older. But makeup is a wonderful thing, right? But yeah, Idris Elba, Denzel Washington. I used to think Samuel Jackson, but that's only because I thought it was funny. He used to be funny with all his cussing and stuff, but I cuss, but I don't cuss like that. So Samuel Jackson did not make the list, did not make the final cut. Um, so ultimately, yeah, I think Idris Elba would be a very good fit to play me in my life. Um, the thought, what would be the thought that I would want my audience to leave with? Well, I would want them to leave with the thought that, you know, life happens, but that doesn't mean that it's the end of it. You know what I mean? Like, I've 31 years old now, and in a lot of ways, I'm just now coming to grips with the reality that life goes on. Even after all of the negative things that happen, God is still in control, and He still puts air in my breath literally every single day. Air in my breath. Right. That don't make no sense, Dad. Right on cue. Anyway, um, air in my lungs every single day. Every day is a new opportunity. Like I said before, um, every day is a new story. Every day is a new chapter in my story. So, um, But yeah, the ultimate thought I would want people to leave with is that life goes on, and God is in control. Um, the diction, the language, outside of the obvious English language. Um, Idris Elba kind of has like this English accent, so yeah, I could see that. Put a little, I mean, English, maybe a little. I meet so many different people, so the language and the diction and all that stuff, it's my life is a melting pot. So the diction of my life, or the diction of my play or movie, would probably reflect that. So it would be a melting pot as well. Music. I am a hardcore eclectic. I listen to literally everything. What I listen to usually changes depending on the mood or the vibe that I'm feeling. I have gone through classical phases. I have gone through country phases. I have gone through hard rock phases. Um, I will always be partial to oldies. In fact, my fiance used to make fun of me and tell me that I was old because listen. I still listen, and blow my lungs singing along with stuff like Luther and Kim and all of those, old souls and stuff like that. That's just how I grew up. That's how I was raised. I listened to that in my household. But either way, I feel like the music in my movie or in my play would reflect my diction. I'm an eclectic. My musical library is literally a melting pot of culture and style and all of that stuff. So, depending on what's happening in the movie, the music gonna change. I listen to everything. So, and then the spectacle. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember exactly what the spectacle is, so I'm gonna look that up real quick. Pause for a brief intermission. When you look, I'm laughing because it's so simple. The spectacle is where, literally, the spectacle is the where, that which we can see on stage, also known as the setting. So I was thinking of this long or this whole big whatever. Anyway, the spectacle of my movie or my plot. Um, it's my life story, and I'm Cincinnati, Ohio, born and raised. So the spectacle is Cincinnati, Ohio, and that's from downtown Cincinnati on the banks all the way out to the suburbs of Springdale, Ohio. Even across the river to northern Kentucky. I'm actually uh, I went to Northern Kentucky University for 2 years. I was gonna say I'm a product or a graduate, but I didn't graduate. But anyway, I went to Northern Kentucky University for a couple years, so it extends out there. Um, I've traveled many places. I have not left the country yet, but that's on my bucket list. We'll get there. But ultimately, Cincinnati, Ohio is home. So the spectacle is the streets and the trolley cars and the banks and Princeton High School, where I graduated from, all the way up to Walnut Hills High School, where I now work. Um, but Cincinnati, Ohio is the spectacle of my drama. So, in short, this is just an opportunity that I just consider myself grateful to be a part of. Like I said, I am no stranger to drama, theater, the stage, none of it, but I am not here just for that. I am here because I want to make sure that I use it in a way that it that is going to be beneficial, not just for those who see me perform, but also um, beneficial for the Lord, so that He will get the glory and honor, the glory, the honor, and the praise that He is due from the gifts that He so graciously bestowed upon me. So, thank you, and I look forward to meeting with you all again. And let's go, Eagles.